Logging into the Smart Office application for the desktop is very easy. Simply enter your user ID, including the @domain that's provided by your administrator. If you've been enabled for single sign-on, then click Next, and the system will prompt you to enter and authenticate into your corporate network. If you've not been enabled for single sign-on, when you click Next, you'll be asked to enter a password. This is also provided by your administrator. You can also click the Remember Me button so you don't have to enter the password each time. If you'd like to use a different username or you've mistyped, you can simply click this, Use Another Username, and it will allow you to enter that in. If you need help or you need to send feedback or logs, you can click the button here. When you do log in, the very first thing you see is an avatar or a picture if you've enabled that, and this is where your profile is. You can look at the username that you're logged in as. You can also send feedback or logs from this screen, as well as log out or exit the system. The presence settings are there so that you can show outwardly your presence. Or if you're using presence routing for Find Me, Follow Me, you can select this, and it will change how your calls are routed during that time. Along the left-hand margin are favorites, your directory, which is your corporate directory, your chat history, your call history, incoming, outgoing, missed calls, chat history, and collaboration history. And if you have any open sessions, they will appear here. The next is a dial pad, including message waiting indication. On your call history, you'll also see if you've missed any calls, they will also appear in the history. If you are enabled for collaboration, you'll see the collaboration icon, and you'll be able to start collaboration. You may also be assigned additional icons on the left-hand margin, and if you hover over them, they'll tell you what they do. In this example, we've integrated the end-user web portal for people to be able to make changes to their account. Along the bottom are settings, and these can change based upon the tab that you're connected to. Your application settings allow you to change your language, as well as to change from light or dark mode. If you make any changes, click Accept, and those changes will be enabled. Now you see the dark mode. Also within the application settings, you can set, if you're enabled for Skype for Business, you can put your user ID and password here, and your credentials will be passed over to Skype for Business so that your presence, such as on the phone or active on the system, will be passed over to your Skype counterparts. If you enable Click to Call and hit Confirm Call and check this Enable box, then if you use our Outlook Click to Call plugin, then it will prompt you to check the telephone number before you make that call out. Now let's take a look at the favorites. The favorites are a subset of your global address book. And to enable a favorite, simply click on the directory button, and you can choose someone. And if they are not already enabled as a favorite for you or personal address book entry, then you'll see the plus button here, and you can add them to your address book. If you want to see their presence, you'll want to check the box for Show Availability. If you want to type in or make changes to anything here, you can do that and hit Accept. Now they'll be part of your favorites. Within the favorites, you can click and you can make changes if needed, as well as click to call, audio call, video call, chat, as well as email. If you'd like to add new entries to your favorites, click the plus button and enter their name. And the stars are required fields. And you would click Accept. Along the bottom of the favorites are your service settings. Depending upon what you're enabled for, you'll probably see voicemail to click to call that. It's a speed dial for calling voicemail, as well as Call Grabber, which is a feature that allows you to move an active call between your devices, from your SIP phone to this client to your mobile client, and back and forth. To enable additional settings, you click on Service Settings, and if they're enabled for you, they'll be here, and you can check to whether or not they show in the services. If you don't want to show that, simply uncheck the box, and you can see how it changes at the bottom of my screen. Within the contacts here, your favorites, you can also right-click, and you can send a message, audio call, video call, open the profile, or even delete the contact if needed. They're still in the global address book. If I want to send a message to them, it will open up a window, and I can type in, yes, I am here. And you'll see your responses on the right-hand side and their responses on the left. Within this chat window, you're able to send emoticons based upon how you feel. And hit. You can also click to call. You can mute the call. You can enable video for the call. You can also, if you've entered in an auto attendant or need to enter a password or a PIN, you can use the dial pad. And during an active call, you can also transfer it and put it on hold. At the end of the call, you can hit end call, and you can disconnect that call. Many times, people want to share their collaboration link so that they can join in on a collaboration call. So to do that, you simply click the icon for Send Collaboration Link, and you can join in together. If you miss an incoming call, then you'll see a missed call in your history. Within the directory, to add someone to your directory, you can simply click and you can hit the plus sign and add them. But you can also click to call, click to video call, click to chat, any number that's in here. And you can also right-click as well and make those calls. Your chat history is listed here, and you can search in it. Even specific text that's inside that chat messages. You can right-click on a chat, and you can delete that conversation if you need to clear it. Once you click on the history, then you will see your incoming, outgoing, and missed calls, as well as your chats and your collaborations. If you want to remove those, you simply click the icon, and it will take them away. Click them again to enable them. You also have a slider bar so that you can look at dates or specific history that you're looking for. Similarly, you can also search in here. And if I'm looking for Milana, I can find her. You can right-click on any icon or any entry, and you can either send them a message, call them back via the phone, video, or if they're not already in your favorites, you can add them to favorites. If you have sessions actively open, that will also appear as a session, and you'll notice that that's a chat versus a call. Within the dial pad, you do have the ability to right-click and paste in any numbers that you might have, including the SIP address to call them, or a short extension, or any number that you want to dial. If you want to do E164 format, where you enter a plus sign, you simply hold down the 0 and a plus will appear. If you want to make an audio call, you click the icon with the phone. A video call, use the video. Or to check your voicemail messages, you simply click this button. If you're enabled for collaboration, you will see the collaboration icon on the left, and you can start your collaboration at any time from this window. You can also invite others to the bridge by clicking this button, and it will automatically use your default email associated with your computer, and you can send the credentials there or the bridge details. You can also copy the details and paste them into the clipboard, but very easily, if you're on a chat session, you can send the collaboration link here as well. The settings will change based upon the tab that you're in. Within the Favorites tab, You do have the ability to add a new contact here or by clicking the plus button. You can also sort by availability, sort by first name, sort by last name. Within the global address book, you can also sort by first name or last name. In your history, you can also uncheck these, very similar to the way that we did it before. Incoming, outgoing, missed, chat, and collaboration. You can take them off here. You can also see that when you do get an incoming call, there's a pop-up in my tool tray, and you can see that the call is from Chai Hung, and I can decide to either answer it, ignore it, or decline with a chat message. If I want to accept the call, I click Accept. When I do click Accept, the message window is opened, and I have the ability to control the call as well as enter any digits that I need to through the dial pad. I can increase from audio to video, and I can mute the call. When I'm done with the call, I simply click End Call.